Dads of Erie.
That's right. It's Jay and R.J. episode 77.
The big 7-7.
7-7. To John Elways.
How old do you wish to be when you die?
I don't know.
77. I've been thinking about this in 2020.
Okay. Dark. We're starting off dark.
It was the post-Halloween.
Dark.
I want to go to 100.
You want to go to 100?
Yeah.
I just feel like everything won't work after a while.
Hey, I'm going 100, okay, people?
Listen, it's like a car, man. Like, you got to mile your car out at some point. You just got to look at it and go, listen, at some point, the cost to replace things outweighs the cost of a new car.
That's true. When it came to the Honda, my mechanic says, either you can fix it or have someone else fix it. And I would recommend having someone else fix it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I feel like your body's at some point that way. It's like,
yeah, 120.
It's miles that are gone. Like, it's like tires.
Yeah.
There's a distance the tires can go. At some point, they're done.
Speaking of tires.
Tires.
Yeah, tires.
We went from dark to tires.
Yes, we did. On a good segue, by the way.
Yeah.
You know you're a dad when you get excited when you put on your winter tires. You know, you're like, oh, man, this is a good day.
You're not just like a dad. You're like a ski dad or like a Colorado dad.
Yeah, you're just like, man, get to put on my winter tires. It's a fun day at Costco. Get those things switched out. Eat some slices of pizza every year except 2020.
I know.
This is the
That's
first
been weird.
year. I'm going to go till the end of 2020 never eating a slice of Costco pizza.
In Costco?
Or outside of Costco.
What? You haven't taken one to go?
In 2020, I have not eaten a Costco
You can call
pizza.
ahead and get it as you walk out the door.
I'm just saying. I refuse to eat my Costco pizza outside of Costco.
It's true. It does taste better inside.
It tastes divine. I can't wait until the Corona goes away and we can eat Costco pizza once again in Costco.
That's the thing you're looking forward to? Costco pizza.
One of many.
One of many. But number one on the list is definitely Costco pizza inside Costco.
Is going to be...
Or is it at least high up there?
It's going to be high up there.
What's number two then?
I don't know. I haven't thought about it.
Oh, okay.
Just thinking
Only
about
Costco pizza. So far, your post-Corona list is Costco pizza inside Costco.
It's going to be a great day.
Okay, it sounds like a great day.
Sounds like a
I
great
look
day.
forward to going with you.
Hey, man.
I think I can afford a slice of Costco pizza with you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Get a Coke on the side.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's Pepsi, isn't it?
it is Pepsi.
Boo.
Boo.
I don't really care.
Well, okay. Speaking of Pepsi and Coke,
Yes.
which one do you prefer to have in your house?
I don't care at all.
You don't care?
Do not.
So
I don't even care if it's Diet, Coke Zero, Diet Pepsi,
just like it
regular
all?
Pepsi, regular Coke.
You just like it all.
Yeah.
Non-biased
No.
Coke drinker.
I think the only thing I care about is root beer sometimes because there are some like root beers and there's some good root beers.
Yeah. What has been some of your favorite root beers?
I really like what do I like? I like A&W's good.
Yeah.
Barks is kind of interesting. It's kind of I have to be in a mood for Barks.
Yeah, I always avoid
It's
that.
a little like one can of Barks is good. I don't need any more.
Yeah.
Like obviously Dad's is good.
Yeah,
Henry
Dad's is good.
Weinhardt's.
Henry. That's the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Is when.
But like for just a regular root beer, the A&W ones are hard to beat.
Yeah.
Mug's good. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of okay.
You like IBC?
Yeah.
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 I like IBC over like
And then there's some real weird ones that have
Yeah.
like a little too much
Virgil's.
cough. Yeah, Virgil's has like a weird cough syrup
Or
almost taste.
Dolan's.
Yeah, there's some weird ones.
Yeah. But
Jones is a good one.
Yeah, Jones is
Yeah.
pretty good.
It's hit or miss though.
There's like a couple of other flavors of Jones that I prefer.
Yeah, Jones has some interesting ones. Do they have the green apple one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a really good one.
That's
actually.
a good one.
Yeah, it's interesting to talk about root beers in the season also. Okay, so it's almost Thanksgiving.
It's almost Thanksgiving. It's not Christmas time, you people with your lights right
We
now.
just had this conversation.
No,
at
we're
dinner
gonna have it
tonight,
now on the podcast.
which we had chicken and cheese enchiladas, which is one of the best meals your wife makes.
We'll pass that along to her
Yeah,
because she
but-
doesn't actually listen to the podcast. I don't think.
She stopped listening about episode 3.
Okay. She's like, I'm tired of these clowns all the time. Anyways, why would I listen to them more?
About she's about 76 episodes behind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but enchilada, chicken cheese enchilada is like lasagna in Mexican food.
There's a lot of that.
Yeah.
Let's think, what are the other ones? Like like that's all casserole really is. All lasagna is a casserole.
Yeah.
It has its own name. And
It has its
enchiladas have its own name, but it's really just a casserole.
It's a form of casserole.
Yeah.
Unless you go eat it at a restaurant, then it's definitely not casserole.
That's true. That's different.
It's way different.
Yeah.
But lasagna is a lasagna. I mean, do you ever go to a restaurant and order the casserole?
No. That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah, that'd be really
weird.
You're like, my grandma
I
made
could
this.
just go home and eat casserole. Why would I order it here?
Totally, but
They'd come up with some cutesy name for it, though, and you'd be like, oh, yeah, I would definitely like that.
sort of like mac and cheese.
I would like the baked spaghetti. Yeah. Oh. It's just spaghetti casserole.
Yeah, I like spaghetti casserole, by the way.
Spaghetti casserole is good, too.
Yeah. My mother's recipe is the best recipe of baked spaghetti casserole.
Oh.
Yeah. In fact, the wife unit, which she doesn't like me referring to her the unit, but she doesn't listen very often either.
Yeah.
But,
we can call whatever we want on here.
Yeah. She had to get my mother's recipe for baked spaghetti casserole.
I try to do that with goulash,
Yeah.
and my wife won't do it.
Oh, really?
Because she thinks my parents' goulash is gross.
Oh.
Because it's made with Velveeta cheese.
Ooh. Velveeta is sort of weird in the package.
It's not weird.
It's really weird. You're like, this is shelf stable.
It's a cheese product. It's not cheese. It's a cheese product.
And it's not. Okay, whatever. But Velveeta cheese is pretty
Well,
gross.
when the apocalypse comes,
You
no one else can eat my Velveeta
That's true.
or my ramen noodles.
Or your ramen noodles.
I'll be making goulash, apocalypse goulash.
Yeah, in 2020, I learned that that's probably your favorite meal.
Goulash?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Explain to those who don't know what goulash is, because I didn't know before.
Well,
eating
goulash, I think, is one of those things. It's a general term that
Okay.
anybody applies to a lot of things,
it. Like casserole?
like casserole.
Okay.
So, like, my parents' version of goulash is ground beef,
Mm-hmm.
elbow noodles, so like macaroni noodles, Velveeta cheese, tomato paste, a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mustard, and maybe onions sometimes.
Okay.
Sometimes my mom throws salsa in. That's always gross. I don't like that version.
What about your wife's version then?
I don't even know how to describe her version.
Because it's a different noodle. It's not elbow noodles.
No, it's like the spiral noodles or whatever,
No,
rotini.
The big shell noodles ish.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's everybody's goulash is different. Like goulash apparently is just a regular, like a term for like throw it all in a pan and cook it,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
We had your party, and I've never seen you eat one dish so much in one night.
But no, that was called glaze. That's different.
Oh, what's glaze?
Glaze is this thing from my family, and that's unique. But it's like Spätzle or Spätzle or however you say it, the German dish. That's basically little fried dough balls.
Yeah.
And then fried up in like bacon grease with bacon and onions and potatoes.
Okay. The Cooking Dads of Erie podcast here.
You're welcome.
But that was like the only other place I've ever seen you go back and just like over and over again is In-N-Out.
Yeah.
Those two are your true loves.
Yeah.
I learned that in
Yeah.
2020.
Well, I'm glad you learned that about me.
You learned about Costco pizza for me.
Yeah. That's your number one.
Okay, so we're dads and we have young kids.
Yes.
We're always looking for dad music.
Always.
Music that you just can listen to and not get like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill Barney. You know what I mean? That type.
You can't have the annoying kid music, but you also can't have like NWA.
Yeah, totally.
So you gotta have somewhere in the middle.
But we stumbled across a great little band called Slugs and Bugs.
They are pretty fun.
They have really hilarious music.
They are, yeah. It's kind of like, it's definitely on the kid, like of the spectrum. It's
Right.
it's trending towards Barney, to the kids' music, but it's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. But if you're a dad out there looking for music, Slugs and
Slugs and Bugs. They're on it. They're on Spotify.
They're on
I'm assuming
Spotify,
you're
yeah.
probably on Apple Music
And
or whatever.
they
else
do
too.
have a TV show, which I've never watched. We
Oh.
haven't watched ever, but the albums are great if you're a dad.
Yeah, it's a little less like, it's not Wiggles or Barney, but it's
it's in that range.
Yeah, it's in that range.
Okay, so we also have some park reviews coming up. We haven't done a park
We
review.
have not done a park review, but
in a
there's
while.
a new park,
Clayton Park.
Clayton Park, up here in Erie Highlands.
Oh, the Highlands, where the water flows down to Grandview.
Oh,
Yes.
the pipes, right?
Yeah.
The Highlands. I don't know. Isn't the Irish Highlands or Scottish. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, we're going somewhere.
We're going Clayton Park. It's brand new up here in Erie Highlands. Super cool park.
Yeah, super cool.
Zip line, couple big slides, big structure.
A bathroom, a restroom.
Well, porta potty.
Well, it's better than most Erie parks
True.
at this moment.
Porta potty. I don't know. It's a really nice park. Big structure.
Yeah.
Like big shelter.
What's the age range of kids on this?
I go. Toddlers will probably be a little small for it. So you could definitely go preschooler on up.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Great to know.
Yeah.
How many minivans out of 5 minivans would you give the Clayton Park?
I give it 4.
Okay, what is it lacking, you think?
An actual bathroom.
Okay. Which is rare.
Which we know, but we know that's the 5 minivan standard.
Yeah, that's the standard.
That's the 5 minivan
That's
standard.
the
If you
gold
want
standard.
5 minivans, you gotta have a bathroom.
You gotta have a restroom, yeah.
It's a brand new park, so there's no like shade trees or anything like
Yeah,
that.
it's
So
gonna
the
get
shelter's
hot.
nice. It's a nice big shelter, but there's no real shade.
So summertime it's gonna be
Summertime's gonna be a
little-
little scorcher out there.
Yeah.
And like a water feature maybe, like a
Okay.
splash pad or something to like, what do we call it? The chicken park or whatever, the
Yeah,
one in Lafayette over behind Arby's.
Yeah.
Like it has like that waterfall kind of thing. So like something water featurey
Cool,
would be
that's-
like the next the five minivan.
Man, I think your review is spot on that. Good job.
Yeah.
We also have something really new in Erie, which is totally cool. It's the disc golf course.
I know. I haven't played this yet, but you have.
Yeah, and it's 18 holes, and it's a great 18 hole
And it's
course.
long too, right? It's like
It's massive.
a big course.
Yeah, so it'll take you an hour to get through 18.
Wow, that's awesome.
And it's bumper to bumper most days right now because it's new and everyone's
Brand new,
out there.
yeah.
But I think it might be bumper to bumper probably forever because of how great of course it is.
I wonder if it will inspire other parks to put some in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if it'll kind of be a trend.
Yeah, Longmont and Boulder have a few.
Lafayette
Broomville.
has one, I think, at Wanaka.
Yeah, and that's a dopey one.
It's
and
dopey.
that's
It's
the
like
closest.
9 holes. Yeah.
That's the closest one to us too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is probably a 4.5 out of 5.
Pretty
It needs
good.
a restroom like everything else in Erie.
Yeah,
That's
restroom and
a-
shade. Restroom and shade.
restroom
If you
and
want
shade.
5 minivans from the Dads of Erie, you gotta have restroom and shade.
Yeah, totally. Especially in dad life.
Yeah.
But no, I think it's a great disc golf park. Over some hills, has some cliff shops, has over tracks.
That's
it's
cool.
really cool.
Are you one of those guys that has like the whole set? Like you got your whole discs?
Okay,
Are you out there with like a frisbee from Walmart?
there's a little backstory here because in Jomo, where I went to college, so Joplin, Missouri,
Okay.
there was a spectacular disc golf course.
Okay.
Like famous people would drive in to play.
Oh.
So I had that in my sort of backyard in college, which I was a college kid.
Which is also a college kind of activity.
I mean, I played a ton of
Yeah.
disc golf. In fact, one time I won a bag at a tournament. I came
Oh.
in second place.
So
I
you
lost
have a
by
bag?
one
You have a
shot.
bag?
I do have a bag from
Oh,
a
you're
tournament one.
that guy.
But I have a 15-year-old bag because that was 2005.
Well, it
Times have
sounds like
changed.
bragging rights then, because you're like, I won this bag.
Well,
I
that's
won this
true.
bag.
But I don't even know if the brand that I have the bag of is still in existence
Exists.
15 years ago. Okay,
Guys are like,
disc
where'd you get
golf's a
that
little
from,
tough.
man?
Yeah, totally. But I have a few discs. Yes,
All right.
and they matter. I know people think it's
I
weird,
know.
but grams and plastic.
I
fly
get it.
differently.
Yeah. But I'm the guy out there with like the free frisbee from the town parade.
Yeah, totally. And you'll have fun.
Yeah.
You just won't be shooting par.
Yeah. It's
On
like
the
the guy with the hand-me-down golf clubs.
Right.
Yeah.
And when we go cabin golf, that's fine.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yes. But the one thing I love about disc golf as a dad, your investment's up front and it's less than $100.
For a good set of discs.
Oh yeah, you could spend less than $50 and get you through the first 2 years
Mm.
of really good discs, like top of the line. So it's not a bad hobby, and
Yeah.
you're playing for free. There's only a few courses in the nation that actually cost money,
Really?
but
Like
so you
actual
won't
tee fees.
T fees, yeah, totally. Maintenance, ground fees, they're manicured.
Yeah.
But this is a great disc golf course. It's a perfect addition to my neighborhood. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
The thing is like right across the street from my
That's
neighborhood.
awesome.
So my bike ride over there, they have a bike rack already, which is
a
pretty
necessary
sweet.
thing in Erie.
Yeah, and they have a disc golf map already of day one, which I thought was pretty impressive.
That's cool. So they did it right.
They did it really well.
They came in and did it right.
Yeah,
That's
but,
cool.
I mean, if you have kids that are probably like over first grade, it's a walkable course. Anyone younger, you might need to bring the bob.
It's a little
you know
long.
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a little long.
That's
for
cool.
that. But no, it was a blast. And then also, we got to talk about, because my kiddos want me to talk about this on this podcast. We're the official podcast of the Erie Tigers,
Yes, we are.
who are 3-2 right now.
3-2.
So they're having a decent season.
Decent, but it's a little weird season.
Yeah, I mean, you can only watch them on the Erie Tiger Network. So
I don't even know. Are they allowed to practice still? Like,
Yeah.
how's that working?
they're still practicing. There's just no spectators at this moment.
which is so weird. But
Yeah. And but they want me to talk about the official now podcast of Prospect Ridge, PRA.
Oh, now we're getting charter
diverse-
school
Well,
sports here.
Here's the thing. There's fans that listen to us faithfully who attend PRA.
True, it is.
So-
It's in our region. Yeah.
You know, we covered the softball girls, and they did okay. They failed to make the state tourney this year based upon some really goofy Chassa stuff. So
Yeah.
we won't talk about that
Ooh.
in Erie girls softball.
We're not going to talk about controversy.
No, but PRA is 2-4, so they're off to not the best season they're playing, and they're a pretty young team,
It's a fairly new school too.
and it's fairly new school. The program needs to establish itself,
Yeah.
but they're playing pretty good.
Good.
And competitive.
Good.
It's always better to be competitive, right?
Yeah.
You can lose games as long as you're competitive in high school.
Yeah. You don't want to get whomped on.
Yeah, then fans don't come.
Yeah. Which they can't come anyways, but
Well,
that's
it's of
different.
their years.
That's a different thing.
Okay, then finally, I mean, this is a long episode. What are we on in minutes?
We're only like 16 minutes in. It's not
Oh,
that
great,
long.
great. We got to talk about season 2 of Mandalorian.
Oh, this is the way.
Yes, it is. Have you noticed how Baby Yoda has a lot of more
He's maturing.
facial
He's
features?
growing up.
Yeah, is that what they're trying to do?
I'm wondering. I don't know.
He has a lot more spunk.
Yeah.
Or
And more vocal too.
yeah,
I've
totally.
noticed too. Yeah. But I wonder if that is part of it. Like, but
I mean,
I
now
don't know. I don't know how Yoda's age. I don't know.
How frustrating is it to you that Disney releases their shows one a week?
I don't know. So like we talked about this with what was our show? Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
I kind of like it in a way because it kind of gives you like that appointment of like, all right, after Friday night
We can watch
we
it.
can watch it.
This harkens back to the day I use a harkens. 'cause
Harkens.
We were that old.
Ye old TV,
When you were watching TV
and
a week at a time.
You had to catch it at the time.
or catch the reruns in December and January when they
Yeah,
weren't showing
yeah.
anything. Yeah. So it sort of feels like that again. It's not like
But you also don't have to sit like, oh, I have to be at the TV Friday night, 7:00. Because you can be like, all right, it's Friday, it's out. I'll watch it later. I'll watch it Saturday or Sunday or whatever.
It helps the lack of binge watching.
I think
I
that's
think
it's more
helps.
enjoyable because you catch more in each episode. If
Okay.
you're not watching it, boom, 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 boom. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that's
You
fun because
remember-
you know there's none of those like cliffhangers. Like, oh, what's gonna happen? Like those cliffhangers are kind of fun
Yeah.
to think about. Then also it feels like, granted, not everyone's watching it week to week or whatever,
Correct.
but more people are probably watching it week to week than are not watching it or whatever it means. So you can like converse about that week's episode. Where like, no, I'm not on that episode yet or whatever. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's so true.
Because the binge
actually.
watching is like, well, I've only watched 2 seasons. Wait.
I
you know?
think that's what made 24 so great is it was week to week.
Well, I remember like having like appointments to go like watch 24
Or
with
Lost.
people or Lost or whatever. It was
Yeah.
like, all right, everyone come over to my house. We'll like
And if
do
you
our
didn't show
homework
up,
and whatever and
you
watch.
felt left out.
Yeah, because then the next like you couldn't talk about it or whatever.
Yeah, totally. Interesting. But The Mandalorian's off to a season 2. Good start.
really good start.
Interesting storylines.
Yeah,
It's interesting that they harken back to, there it is again, harken. I mean, I'm sort of in the holiday mood.
Bah humbug, guys.
So we're less than 40 days out of Christmas, my friend,
gross.
which is awesome.
Which means Christmas music is coming.
Christmas music has been played already for about a week.
Ugh.
Okay. Anyways, you're going to make people gag by that.
I know.
Some moms on this podcast can't stand when you do that, by the way.
What gag sounds?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you been told?
I've been told. Okay, but
My bad.
Mandalorian is off to a good start.
Off to a really good start.
And
It's
the
a fun show.
Star Wars has gone back old school to some of the bar scenes.
Yeah, some of
And
the places and
some of the
faces
places.
we know. Yeah,
It's pretty cool. I like
is
it.
fun. Yeah,
Anyways, I think that's a really fun way to connect it all.
it is.
All right, that's Good at Podcast episode 77. If you want to reach out to us, Go to our Instagram page, Dads of Erie.
And you can email us, dadsoferie@gmail.com.
Have you checked that out?
No, we should not tell people that anymore.
I
Just Instagram us because it's like the one thing that we actually both have on our phones, I think.
It's probably been 2 years.
Yeah. Don't email us. Instagram us, @Dads of Erie. Go over to YouTube. You can find all our old episodes. Just search Dads of Erie.
Shout out to John David, one of our favorite listeners.
That's right.